Have you ever seen a defendant lose it in court and physically attack their own lawyer? It may sound crazy, but it's happened more times than you think. In the courtroom, the defendant may be considered innocent until proven guilty. But attacking your own lawyer is a surefire way to make the jury question your sanity. In this video, we're counting down the top 6 insane defendants who took their frustration to a whole new level and attacked their lawyers. What drives a defendant to physically attack their own lawyer who's trying to defend them? Let's find out. It's no secret that the courtroom can be an intense and emotional environment, but these 6 cases take it to a whole new level. From biting to stabbing, these defendants lashed out at the very people who were supposed to defend them. These defendants took the phrase attacking from all angles a little too literally when they turned on their own lawyers in court. Join us as we explore these shocking cases and try to understand what led these defendants to attack their own lawyers. Number 6. Let's start with Peter Hafer from Cynthiana, Kentucky, who was arrested on charges of burglarizing a Kmart store. During the trial, Hafer expressed his distrust for his court-appointed lawyer and requested a better one, which the judge declined. However, Hafer didn't give up and got himself a new attorney. But what happened next was unexpected. Hafer punched his own attorney, Doug Crickmer, causing chaos in the courtroom. The deputy quickly gained control of Hafer, and Crickmer was taken to the hospital for his injuries. When Hafer hit attorney Doug Crickmer on February 4, he got 2 black eyes. Crickmer stated that he believed his client was simply frustrated with being in jail. Though Crickmer reportedly didn't press charges, Hafer was sentenced to 6 months in jail for contempt of court. Interestingly, when Hafer returned to court for the original burglary charges, he was appointed a new lawyer, Mark Bubenzer. He stated that his client was sorry and did not intend to offend the court. However, as he sentenced Hafer for contempt of court on Monday, Scott County Circuit Judge Rob Johnson reprimanded him. The judge stated that if every defendant acted in this manner, the courts would be in chaos. Hafer learned the hard way that punching your attorney is a one-way ticket to contempt of court. Number 5. Frank Hypolite was caught on camera outside the King County Courthouse in Seattle, Washington. Hypolite appears to be running down the sidewalk before slowing down to walking speed. Suddenly, he sucker punches a defense attorney who was walking towards the courthouse entrance, causing the attorney to stumble into a fire hydrant and onto the road. Hypolite then continues to engage in a transit bus, pulls up as the attack unfolds. The bus driver hops out to help the attorney, creating a 2v1 situation. However, the attacker then goes for both men, knocking them to the ground. A courthouse marshal soon arrives and gains control of Hypolite by tasing him. He was arrested for felony assault on the bus driver and misdemeanor assault on the attorney. Frank Hypolite had been detained 5 times in the past 2 months on the same block near the courthouse. He was wanted at the time of the assault for failing to appear in court regarding prior convictions for assault and trespassing. The situation had gotten so bad that the King County Courthouse's main entrance was shut down for 2 weeks due to safety concerns. He was charged with assault, and his bail was set at $75,000. Frank Hypolite had a history of causing trouble near the courthouse, but this time, he really went too far with a sucker punch that landed him in jail. Number 4. The case of Christopher Thiel is a disturbing one. Thiel was in court for a competency hearing to determine if he was mentally fit to stand trial for sexually assaulting a woman at a car dealership. While his court-appointed lawyer, Reed Birkeland, was standing beside him, Thiel suddenly punched him, causing chaos in the courtroom. It's unclear what led to the sudden attack, but it's clear that Thiel was not mentally stable at the time. 4 King County Sheriff's deputies quickly subdued Thiel and put a spit hood over his head while he was being removed from the room. It's fortunate that Birkeland was okay after the incident, but understandably, he withdrew from the case. The entire ordeal was no doubt traumatic for everyone involved, including Thiel himself. A few hours after the incident, Thiel was sentenced to 8.5 years to life for first-degree rape and unlawful imprisonment. It's clear that Thiel's actions were not acceptable and that justice needed to be served. However, the incident also raises questions about the state of mental health care in the United States and the need for better access to mental health resources for those who need them. It's essential to address the root causes of violent behavior, rather than merely punishing those who act out. Thiel's assault on his lawyer was not only a blow to the justice system, but also a punch to the gut for anyone who believes in mental health care reform. Number 3, William Green was arrested for battery and was staying at a mental health facility in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Battery is a criminal offense that involves unlawful physical contact, as opposed to assault. which is the act of causing fear of such contact. Although battery is a specific common law offense, the term is used more broadly to refer to any unlawful offensive physical contact with another person. He was taken to the Broward County Courthouse for his hearing, where he stood with his defense attorney, Julie Chase. While Chase was representing another person, Green stood up and calmly walked up behind her. He then unexpectedly attacked her, shocking everyone in the room. It is reported that Chase could be seen grabbing the side of her head in pain after the attack. Officers quickly intervened and apprehended Green, tackling him to the ground and taking him out of the room. After the assault, Chase was taken to the hospital for treatment, while Green was taken to another mental health facility instead of jail. Moving on to number 2, David Chisolton's case is a harrowing reminder of the dangers that lawyers and court officials face in their line of work. During his sentencing hearing for his atrocious crimes, Chisolton unleashed his frustration and anger on his own attorney, Aaron Brockler. The attack left Brockler with a broken nose and a concussion, highlighting the potential dangers that lawyers face when representing clients in court. Chisolton's crimes, including pistol whipping his girlfriend, holding her hostage at gunpoint, and setting fire to an apartment complex, were heinous and despicable. The judge handed down a sentence of 47 years for felony assault and aggravated arson, which Chisolton will now have to serve in addition to any additional time he may receive for attacking his own lawyer. The attack also emphasizes the need for increased security measures and safety protocols in the courtroom to protect lawyers, court officials, and even judges from such violent incidents. Court proceedings are meant to be a peaceful and fair process for all parties involved, and it's crucial that everyone involved feels safe and secure while in the courtroom. Chisolton's sentencing hearing turned into a boxing ring, but unfortunately for him, there was no referee to stop the fight. On number 1, the case of Joshua Harding from Lansing, Michigan, is a shocking example of how volatile court proceedings can be. Harding was already facing 2 counts of sexual assault when he suddenly attacked his assistant prosecuting attorney, Jonathan Roth, with a makeshift knife during a hearing. Roth had asked for a higher sentencing time, and it seems that Harding's reaction was one of anger and frustration. Fortunately, Detective Brian Cannon was able to intervene and prevent a potentially deadly attack. The incident understandably caused chaos in the courtroom, with 2 court deputies helping to restrain Harding. The attacker was later sentenced to 20 to 60 years in prison after pleading guilty to assault with intent to murder. This sentence will be served consecutively to his 19-year sentence for the sexual assault charges, meaning that Harding will be behind bars for a long time. This case serves as a reminder of the dangers faced by everyone in a courtroom, from lawyers to witnesses and even to judges. It also highlights the importance of the swift and efficient response of law enforcement officers in preventing harm to others. These cases remind us of the extreme and unpredictable nature of the courtroom. It's truly unimaginable what could drive someone to attack the very person who is supposed to be defending them. We hope you found this video informative and eye-opening. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more intriguing content.